One of your challenges, Dr. Jaishankar, is to manage India's image internationally. And over the past few days, we've seen multiple international reports which seem to suggest that India's standing is now, being clouded. For example, Freedom House put out a report which demoted India's freedom score from free to partly free, saying rights and civil liberties have been eroding since Prime Minister Modi came to power. The 5th annual democracy report by Sweden's VDEM Institute downgraded India from India's largest democracy to being an electoral autocracy. How do you see this play itself out in the context of how India is being perceived by the world, and these new reports which seem to say that at least these institutions are now taking a negative view of what's happening in our country?
You use the dichotomy of democracy and autocracy. You want the truthful answer? It's hypocrisy. Okay? It's hypocrisy because you have a set of self-appointed custodians of the world who find it very difficult to stomach that somebody in India is not looking for their approval, is not willing to play the game they want it to be played. So they invent their rules, their parameters, pass their judgments, and then make out as though this is some kind of global exercise. So I ask you, you are talking of a report from Sweden, a report from the United States. Okay, we are supposed to be the nationalist. What do you always see? BJP, Hindu nationalist government. Okay, Hindu nationalist party. So let's talk nationalism. Okay, we are the nationalist guys. We have given vaccines to 70 countries in the world. So tell me, the internationalist countries, how many vaccines have they given? Which one of these countries has said, while I'm doing my people, I will also do people outside who need it as much as my people do? So suddenly, where are these people when it comes to that? We are supposed to be, shrinking civil rights because of, apparently our mindset. Now, again, look at the politics of these places. Whatever you might say, in this country, nobody questions an election. Can you say that in those countries? So, and look at beliefs. Yes, all of us are entitled to our beliefs, our faiths, our values, etc. But, I don't put my hand on a religious book when I take my oath of office. Guess which country does? So I think, we need to, enough of those homilies. I am quite self-assured. I don't need certification from outside. Certainly not from people who clearly have an agenda to drive. So